What's up, everybody? So we got the Suga Show, Sean O'Malley versus Merab Dvalishvilli. Can't pronounce it, so we're gonna call him Merab for the sake of this video. Coming up at UFC 306 at the Sphere, the Suga Show in Vegas, and it's gonna be an absolute banger. You know, a lot of y'all are complaining about the card isn't as great, grand, and wonderful as Dana said it would be, which it isn't. You know, but the top three fights on it are amazing. You got the Val versus Grasso trilogy, then you have Diego Lopez versus Brian Ortega, and then you also have the badass main event of Merab versus Sean O'Malley. Now this fight has a good story behind it. You know, Aljamain, he's Merab's best friend. Sean took the belt from him. Merab wants revenge. Merab wants the belt. And you have the whole red jacket moment after the Cejudo fight. And so it's going to be a great story. I actually thought Merab should have been Sean's first title defense, but I get it. UFC's going to UFC. They want to do the money fight. They want Sean to erase the loss from his record and avenge that by beating Cheeto. And they're both fan favorites, so it's a good draw. But we all know Cheeto didn't deserve it. He got destroyed by Sandhagen, wins a boring decision versus Pedro. Never should have been in there. And Sean proved he shouldn't have been in there. And Cheeto's kind of in a tailspin now. But down to business. Going into this, Sean O'Malley, he's got the speed advantage. He's got the punching power advantage. We'll give Merab, though, the strength advantage. I think Merab's stronger, but, you know, Sean, he's got some pop in those shots. Probably the hardest hitter at bantamweight. Sean has a technique advantage. So crisp, you know, such a crisp striker. He's a freaking sniper on the feet, whereas Merab's very clunky, just kind of comes forward, kind of reckless abandon, and you know, he'll wing some big punches, but you know, he's more just trying to close the distance so he can get his hands on you and get you down. Range, huge advantage for O'Malley. He towers over Merab, and I think Sean's footwork is going to be a huge problem for Merab as well. You know, Sean has amazing footwork. You saw it in the Aljamain Sterling fight. You know, Aljo couldn't get his hands on him. And then he finally got desperate and really charged in, and that was when Sean clipped him on the chin. And I see something similar happen this fight. You know, I think the first two rounds are extremely dangerous for Merab. You know, Sean's going to be fresh, and you know, if Merab comes in there clunky like that and gets cracked like he did versus Cejudo, or gets cracked like he did versus Marlon Moraes, he's going to be in trouble. Merab does have heart, though. We saw versus Marlon Moraes, he was pretty much knocked out and then somehow comes back and just storms back with one of the best comeback wins I've ever seen, and just completely breaks Marlon. And that was impressive. Merab versus Peter Yan was very impressive too. He disposed of a pitcher much better than O'Malley did, but I think that's because Petcher is a very tough matchup for Sean, because he's a great striker and he has good takedowns. Remember, Peter Yan took down Aljamain Sterling 7 times, okay? The dude has tremendous takedowns. And Sean couldn't really focus on stopping the takedowns because he has this mad little Russian killer coming at him trying to take his head off. So if you start focusing on trying to stop a takedown, you know, you might get cracked in the head and get knocked out. And so that's why I think Sean's takedown defense was subpar that fight, because it looks amazing versus Aljamain. And versus Merab, he's not going to have that problem. He knows Merab's game plan is to try and get inside and take him down. And, you know, O'Malley has amazing knees. We saw him land it on Peter Yan and bust him wide open. He has good uppercuts, and I could see Merab walking into either one of those. Merab, as great as his takedowns are, he doesn't have good top game. You know, the only time I've really seen him have amazing ground and pound was versus Marlon Moraes, who was completely gassed because he chased that finish when he hurt Merab. And he was just already, I mean, he was just completely gassed when Merab was on top of him and landed those big ground and pound shots. But he doesn't have good ground and pound, doesn't have good top game once he gets you down, and he doesn't have good submissions. Now, if only you could take Aljamain Sterling's ground game, because once Aljo gets you down, he's incredible. Good ground and pound, great submissions, but not the best takedown guy. Whereas Merab has amazing takedowns, with then not good jiu-jitsu on the ground and not good ground and pound on the ground. And so I think, you know, if Merab can survive the first 2 rounds, I could see him starting to find success round 3, 4, and 5, and, you know, winning a decision that way. But he's gonna have to walk through fire to get there. And Sean has good cardio. He showed it versus Cheeto. Granted, that fight was kind of fought at a slow pace, and we know Merab's not gonna do that. But I think Sugar Sean will catch him within the first 2 rounds. And I'm picking Sugar Show by KO. He's an underdog too, a big underdog. And I will definitely be putting a lot of money on my boy Sugar Sean to come through in the clutch and win for me once again, just like he did versus Aljo. When everyone doubted me and was telling me how dumb I was. And I picked Sean, and he got the bag for me that night, and he's gonna do it again versus Merab. I'm a huge Suga fan, by the way, but I'm also a big fan of Merab and respect him a lot. And this is gonna be a great fight. I hope you guys enjoyed the breakdown. If you did, please like and subscribe. And let me know what you think in the comments. Raw Dog out.